So continuing with our previous class discussion of on file handling, today we are going to read the operation on binary files. Till now, whatever the file operation we have done it with text files only. So now we'll go for doing the read and write operation on the binary file. How to write the data into the binary file and how to read data from the binary file. And what is a binary file? I have already told you. Binary file, in short, you remember, in binary file, the data are represented the way it is being represented in the main memory. If you declare float, if it is taking 4 bytes in memory, in disk also it will take 4 bytes, and in the similar way it will be stored. No slash and new line conversion will not occur in the binary file. Correct? So we are going to read the read and write operations on the binary file. Just look over here. To open a binary file, the mode that you will use over here is the binary mode. The binary mode, in the binary mode is, you have to write a B over here. This B stands for binary mode. That means we want to open a file for writing, and that file is opened in binary mode. Correct? So exactly in the same way, I have written the file handler or file object. Then we use the open function to open this file. This is the file name, myfile.bin. You can give any name over here. So I have just given myfile.bin. Not necessarily that bin is the extension. I have just given bin like that only. So I have a binary file over here. I open in write mode and I specify as you open it as a binary file. Correct? So for working with the binary file, we want a module over here to be imported. We want to use a new module over here. That module is called the pickle module. So this import pickle you have to write. Correct? Import pickle module that you have to import over here. The pickle module need to be imported. Correct? Now just look over here. I am writing different types of data into the file. I want to write a list, a dictionary, string, integer, different types of data I want to write into the file. But in the text file, whatever you write, it will be written in form of text. It will not be form of dictionary or list or string. Everything is in form of text characters. But just look over here into the file. I want to write an integer, a string, a list, a dictionary, and you may add some tuples and other things as well. Correct? So what we'll do over here, I have declared some different data types. One is of integer. Suppose my int is equal to 42. My string is hello world. My list is, this is a list, dog, cat, lizard, that way. And my dictionary is in dictionary form, is key value pair. I have. So I have 4 different data types over here. Here you have 4 different data types. Correct? Till now, when you declare all these, it is present in memory. This is present in memory. I want to transfer it to the disk. This data, the way it is being stored, I want to transfer it to a disk, to the secondary storage device. Is it understood or not? I want to write into the disk. To write those into the disk, I'll use a function called dump, which is present inside the pickle module. So dump method will be used for the pickle module. So I'll go on writing dump into the file so that automatically it will be written into the same format. Just see over here, I have written pickle.dump my int output file. So what is output file? Output file is this one. Output file is this one. So it will write the integer into the file. The same DOM
Sir,
function.
please explain the pickle once again. I got disconnected, sir.
Okay. Pickle is just a module. Pickle module is used for writing binary information, binary data into the file. Pickle is used for binary data into the file, right?
Yes, sir.
There is a question from Achyut, that difference between pickle and floss. Just remember, pickle is totally different. Floss is totally different. Pickle is, if you do not use floss, then also doesn't matter. It will write in some other time. Floss enforces you to write onto the disk whatever there in the buffer. But pickle, what it does, it will write the data in binary format. Whatever data is there, so you can use floss along with the pickle also. Suppose I have these 4 lines I have written into the disk. After these 2 lines or 3 lines, I use floss. That means it will enforce this data, the first 3 data, to be written into the disk. Next, it will go for writing the next one. Floss will do what? Whatever is there in the buffer, it will write into the disk. So pickle, what it does? Pickle is whatever different data types may be there, it will write into the disk in the same format as it is there in the memory. So to write the binary data into the file, I'll use the module pickle. And which method I'll use for the pickle module? I'll use the dump method. I'll use the dump method for the same. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see over here. So floss is what? You can use floss along with the dump as well. You can use 3 dumps and then you can use the floss over here. Floss can be used when you have very large data to be written and you want at a particular time all the previous data which is there in the floss must be written so that the new data will be written after that. Okay, so what we have done, the second time also I have used the same command. I have used the pickle.dump, but this time what I am writing? I am writing a string into the file. The third time I use the same dump method, but this time I am writing a list into the file, but I am writing different types of different data types over here, different kind of data. I'm writing dictionary into the file, correct? So I'm writing an integer, a string, a list, a dictionary into the file, correct? So let us check that how it is being carried out, how it is being executed. Hello, hello.
Hello, sir. What is out file?
What is out file? Out file is the name that I have given over here, file object. Out file is the file object.
Yes, sir.
I have
Got it,
opened
sir.
this I have given this out file over here, same. So for the file, my file.bin, the object is out file. Out file is not a keyword. Out file is not a keyword. You can use any name over here. The same name you just use over here.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So let's see that. And I'll see that how it goes. Still over here for simplicity, because I am doing it online, many of you may not have loaded with the other softwares, but I recommend that those who have the systems with you, install the Anaconda or Jupyter or some the PyCharm, so that you could able test with simplest editor that will be available to everyone. That is the reason I am using the idle. Correct. Some of you are using. I know
Actually,
that
I have installed the Python. Sir, I have already installed the Anaconda, sir. Sir, but I don't know how to use it. Sir, voice not audible.
now.
No,
Not
sir.
clear.
Your voice is breaking.
I don't know, maybe.
Sir, some of the program, I think you should, sir, give execute with Anaconda, sir. Sir, we have already know how to execute in Ideal, but in Anaconda we don't know. So
Hello.
yes, sir.
Hello. Can you hear me
Yes,
or not?
sir.
Hello. Okay. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
this
Audible, sir.
the machine in which now I am teaching in this machine, I have not loaded Anaconda. Correct. So therefore I could not, but in the lab class I will show you, because in some other machine I will load it and I will show you that how to work with any other editors, maybe Jupyter or Spider. Simply, if you have installed Anaconda, what you do, you go to this run, type Jupyter, enter. Okay. So Jupyter will start. In the right side corner, you will find the new file, and there you open or create a file and start writing the program. Very simple, actually. I'll show you in the lab class. If I will tell the lab assistant to help me, so that he will install over there and will show you the demonstration of the same. Correct. It's very easy to use. Because I have a constant over here, as in this machine it is not being loaded. So that is the reason I could not. And another thing is that the main objective of not installing, I am doing over here, that many of all of you can do in this ideal editor. It will be easy for, because this is default is present, so anyone can use it. If you are using online, those who are using online editor, they can also use this one. Okay. Just see over here. I want to write into a binary file. So I have import pickle. The pickle is imported over here. I want to try to open this. I want to create actually my file.pin binary file I want to create in write and binary mode. And these are the data that I want to write. Four data I am to write over here. Correct? Just see, I just want to execute the module. Okay. Desktop, I store it on desktop. Okay, it is executed successfully. See, there is no error. So I'll go for checking that whether the file, what is my file name? My file.bin should be created on the desktop. My file.bin should be created on the desktop. My file.bin, it must be created on the desktop. Look over here. Can you see my screen? Hello? Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Visible.
The text that is written over here, can you read those text?
No, sir. Yes,
No, sir.
some of them Some of them are
This is-
readable and some of them are some kind of symbols.
Actually, those who can read are actually text. Other data like these, other things. The reason is that you have written in binary mode. It is not in text mode. In text mode, you have seen that every data that you write into the file can be read over here. Correct? So this is like, suppose something you have written in, suppose in MS Excel, while you open the file, you need a MS Excel file because it's a kind of, in that mode it is being written. Similarly, if you have written a file in binary mode, I have to open the file in binary mode to read it because these are not text data. These are not text data, so I have to again open in binary mode to read those data, right? So I have written into the file. So we'll see that how the data can be read from the file as well. Let us see over here. This is written into the file. Is this understood how to write into the file? How to write binary data into the file? Is that understood or not? Hello? The writing binary data?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now reading the data, binary data from the file, from the binary file. So binary file reading, how to read the content of a binary file. Suppose that file that you have created, myfile.bin, which contains binary data, I want to read from that file. So reading from a binary file. What I'll do, I'll import pickle and I want to open a file, open the file over here. So the file is opened over here. What is my file name? File name is myfile.bin. And this file is open in read mode. And B stands for the binary. B stands for the binary. So file already exists. I want to open it in a binary mode. Correct? If in file equals to, if not in file is not present, that what you will do, you will cannot open. Okay, anyway, so the file will open over here. So now what you are using? Load. What is this file? This is the file object name. Not audible. Maybe so I do not know. Okay, see here. I use the load method over here of the pickle module, right? Load from this input file. What is input file? The file object is the input file. So it will load what? It will load one line, one data type over here. The first one is integer, so therefore it will be stored in a variable integer. I use the same command. I use the same load method of the pickle module. And from the same file input file to string.
Sir, not audible.
So not audible, sir.
Doesn't mean that I just have to write in that way. Oh, hello. Am I audible now?
Sir, voice is breaking, sir.
Sir, voice is many times breaking, sir.
I don't know. Maybe some network issue. Okay, let me voice is not audible. Okay, but can you see my screen or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I think it is understandable, even if partial you can listen, you can understood that I am just using a load module over here and using the same file. It will read a particular data type and store it in a variable. This variable automatically takes the what you will return from the file. So I am using the same load from the file object. This time it is returning a list and it will be stored in a list. The next time I use the same for the same file, this time it is returning a dictionary, so it will be stored in form of a dictionary. And then I just print those variables. The percentage s is nothing but in different way, just to print it, it's a formatted string. You may print it in this way as well. If you want to print a variable, just use this %, this my int. In this way also you can use. And where it will be get printed over here in this string format, it will be get printed. So this is optional, it's up to you. Correct? So
Sir, my lint, my string, my list are data types or
whether just a variables. You take any variable, you take ABCD, that will work, doesn't matter. You take ABCD, then also it will work.
sir,
This
then
is
how, sir,
this
then
is
how
just for
it will be?
just let me say,
Then
this
how
is just for your understanding only I have written this. These are you take any variable.
So then how we will know that it will return string or integer or list?
Therefore, I'm saying the order in which you have stored into the file, in the same order you have to get it. If you have stored integer, the first one it will read integer. The second one, if you have stored string, it will read string. The order in which you have written into the file, the same order you have to read it. Okay. So let me. So we'll see that whether the content that we have written can be read from the file or not. I'm using the same file name, myfile.bin, that is there on the desktop. Just look over here. This is the another formatted way of. There is a question: is it will read line wise? No, it is not line wise. It is data type wise. The way the variables that you have written, in that way it will read. Suppose first you have written integer, it will read integer. First, next you have written a string, it will read a string. The order in which you have written, in the same order it will be read. So I'm just run the module, and you can see over here, the first one it has read in this way, second one, the list, and the what? The dictionary. The order in which we have read, usually written into the file, in the same order I am writing. So if you need only, suppose from the file I want to work only on the list, what you have to do, you have to read from the file, and then from that only you have to extract the list. So but while reading, you will read one at a time over there, the data types the way you have written. Is that clear? Is it understood or not?
Yes, sir.
So coming to this. So this is about binary file reading and writing. So now we'll go for a reading from operation on the CSV files. Operation on CSV, comma separated value. The CSV files. Do you know about the CSV files? CSV stands for comma separated value. Many of our data are stored in CSV format. The MS Excel files are actually CSV files. The Excel files, these are also comma separated files. Something like if I create a file, suppose I create a file, text file over here. No, I just open a Excel file. Excel file. My CSV. I have given the name my CSV. The file name. So the data that you store over here are actually in .csv file format. I'll store some data over here maybe.
Sir, screen ने टिके बड़ा हो भाई.
Screen, अच्छा.
Thank you, sir.
See, I have just writing some data over here, some any data. You are like that. I have written some data, right? While storing it, while saving it, correct? You see over here, there are many different formats are there. That is a CSV format. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is a CSV format. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
So if you store it in CSV format,
Not audible, sir.
so this is stored in CSV format. Look over here. If I open the file in suppose in Notepad or some other program, maybe using Notepad, for example. This is Excel file. It is being stored. So look over here. I have created my CSV file. What is this content? Content is this one. This is the content. A, comma B, comma C, X, Y, Z, P, Q, R. This is there. These values are comma separated. These values are comma separated. When you just default is when you try to open it, look over here how it is being opened. It is automatically opened in MS Excel, right? Because these are comma separated values. So these files are called what? Comma separated values. That is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll work on these files. In our data science, in many fields, you will be getting this CSV file on which you have to do some operations. right? So how to read these CSV files? Because you know that whenever you are working with data files where the data are stored, and you know that data are generally stored in Excel files. MS Excel is itself a database. The data are stored in that way. So how to do operation on this CSV? So this is very important in your practical point of view. In your when you go on working with Python in some maybe in data science or somewhere, you will be going through this CSV files. So this is two things we'll read over here. One is reading from the CSV file and how to write data into the CSV file. Reading from the CSV file, what you'll do, here you have to import a module, is CSV module. Look over here, import CSV, that you have to do. Import CSV. Then I open the file test1.csv. Test1.csv is nothing but the name of the file. I want to open this file for a read purpose, read. And this file is a text file, so I have written T. T, whether you write or not, it is default. You know it. If I do not write T, it is even that, then also it is T. That means it is in text mode. If I write B, that means it is in binary mode. So here I want to read this test1.csv file. So I open in read mode. F is the file object. F is the file object. So this is equal to F equals to open this line, comma R. Is it understood or not? First two lines. Is the first.
No, sir.
Hello.
No, sir. 1 second.
Okay. This line is nothing but F equals to, you may write in this way also. F equals to open F equals to open, then the path you give, and you open in read mode. This is same. This is what you have written over here. This is same as this. I think now it is understood.
Yes, sir.
I have opened the test1.csv file in read mode. Correct? And the file object is F. And for working with CSV, I have to import CSV. Correct? Now, for CSV, I have to convert this file object to a CSV reader object. Try to understand. This is file object. I want to convert it to a CSV reader object. CSV reader object. It's a CSV reader object. So file object need to be converted to CSV reader object. How it will be converted? There is a method csv.reader. csv.reader, pass the file object, it will be converted to the CSV reader object. I repeat it again. F is the file object. We are working with CSV reader, so we need to convert it into CSV object. For that, we use the csv.reader by passing the file object. So very simple. csv.reader, of in the bracket you pass the file object. Now it will be what? CSV object. Correct? So it has converted the comma separated value into in another format, in the CSV format. Now for row in data, what is data? Data is that is being read from that object. So each row in that printed. So it will read first line, the comma separated value, printed. The next line, comma separated value, and printed. In that way, it will print on the screen. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you have written in that comma separated way, it will read it. Similarly, to the if you have written in dictionary, if you want to read it in form of dictionary, that can also be read. So instead of writing this csv.reader, I am writing csv.dictionary reader. The same import.csv. I want to read in form of dictionary. Instead of reading as a row, I want to read it in form of dictionary. I'll write csv.dictionary reader. Previously, it was only csv.reader. So now we are saying it is a dictionary reader. The same thing, file name test1.cav, but I want to read it in form of dictionary. Now, if you write for row in reader, then print row, then what it will print? It will print in form of dictionary. The same data it will print is in form of dictionary. Correct? The see over here, this is what is the file name? File name we have given as mycsv.txt, mycsv. Okay, so I want to execute. Look over here. What it does, it reads from that CSV file. It could able to read the data from the CSV file. This data was there or not? Now, after reading the data, how it is being stored? It is being stored in form of a list. So data are read from the file and it is in form of list, which are getting displayed over here. So after reading this, it is in form of all the data in form of list, multiple number of list, and I use the set. And if I want to run the program and read in form of dictionary, and to read in form of dictionary, I read says where the dictionary, so I'm just reading it from the dictionary itself. Oh, sorry, I have not changed the file name. What is my file name? File name is mycsv.csv. The extension name should be CSV over here. See over here. Now, how it is being read? The key value pair, in that way it is being. So first one it takes as the key and the others are being kept as the values. In that way it has taken. So two order dictionary are being created. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Sir, can
So-
you show the original file, how the data was actually stored in that original
Simply,
file?
original file was simple, it is being stored with only like this.
Okay, sir.
Okay, this is very simple. Only the comma separated values are being stored. So now you can go for similarly. I have just another two examples. So this example again for reading, I open the file .csv file over here. I have taken two empty list with open file as CSV file. What is file? File is this one, test1.csv. So this is open in read mode as CSV file. So this is the file object. So file object CSV.reader I have used because file object is converted to CSV reader object that I have already told you. So this is being converted to the CSV reader object. If I write next of CSV reader, this reads the first line and advances the pointer to the next one. So every time you use a next, it will read one line at a time. So it will read one line at a time and put the cursor to the next one. Next method returns the current row and advances the iterator to the next. So it will read in that way, correct? And what I have done for rows in CSV reader, because we have this is already we have read file object sorry CSV object, file object. Sorry, this is your CSV object, and from that I go on appending rows.append of row. Right? What is rows? This rows is a empty list to which one rows are being added. We read from a file, add it to the row. We read, so every data that we read from the file is being stored in this list.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, in the previous slide, there is a dictionary reader, and the first row is the key, and other rows will be its elements. Its
This is
value.
default one it has taken.
Yes, sir.
Why it is there? Because we use CSV file always as a kind of table, a kind of database. So first line, you know that first line usually what we have field names. Usually we keep the first name and field names or not, roll number, name, mark in that way.
Yes, sir.
So therefore the first row like this one, we have fields. The first row we have kept as fields. First row we have kept as fields. The first row we have printed on the screen, and the next rows I just extract from the file and print it.
Yes, sir.
Correct. So usually the default, therefore
Yes,
it takes the first row as the what field names. First row as the field names. Correct. So this CSV reader dot line underscore norm returns the number of lines that is being read from the file. Number of lines read from the file. So I have here I have just print the field names, fields in field in fields. So fields is what? Fields is over here. The first line that it has read. So it will iterate over each of these items and it will print it. And then the rows will be get printed. We'll take one more. This is for reading from the file. These three examples. One, then go for writing into the CSV file. Writing into the CSV file. Just look over here. While writing into the CSV files, say import CSV, I want to write name, branch, year, CGPA. So these are my first line, correct? That I want to write, and these are the rows that I want to write. So I have just separated one with fields, second one with rows. These are the rows data that I have to write, and these are the field names. Correct? So the file is opened with dot. This file is open for writing. This file is open for writing. Correct? I must write W. I forget it. So it has to be written in W, comma W. I forgot it to write. Let me write. So this has to be open and this is to win right. Correct. So after this,
Sir, colon was there. Yes, sir.
hello.
Yes,
Oh, sorry,
I
sorry.
got it,
No,
sir. Hold on.
this is no. This is correct. I have opened in somewhere. This is I have not opened. The file is not opened over here. File is opened in some other location. So this is correct. So this is correct. This is only a string. This is a string I actually open over here. So this is the file name open in write mode. What is file name? The file name is this one. Are you getting me or not? This is the file name, right? I
Yes,
open it as CSV files and I write the CSV writer.csv file. So this is a object created. Then I write the CSV writer write row fields. Fields means which one? The first line. And then I write the rows. Rows means these lines. These lines already I have stored in a variable rows. So directly I'll write into the row. Exactly in the same way, you can see over here, I have opened a CSV file and some rows I have written into the file. And here, look over here, my delimiter character is comma, the value are separated by comma. If your file is containing semicolon separated, you just change this comma to semicolon. Is that clear?
yes, sir.
I think it is already time. Let me take the.
Sir, PPT, sir, ये share करिए, sir.
That roll numbers. Roll number 1, 2, 3, 4 in section 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 17. All present, I think. All present.